Genius Brain listeners, it is time. Pre-orders are officially open for the Genius Brain Secret Society collaboration piece that was inspired by my Japan trip. You can expect the quality and attention to detail of Secret Society in every piece. We do not play, and we still don't play with the collaboration piece with Genius Brain. I hope y'all really do enjoy this, and pre-orders only last for 2 weeks, so cop it while you can. Get it at Secret Society. That's SCRTSOCIETY.com. Pre-orders are for 2 weeks and then it's gone forever. So get it in while you can. SCRTSOCIETY.com. Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. My friends, you know I've been talking about BetterHelp for the longest time, and I ain't gonna stop because they have been such a long sponsor of ours because I currently use them still till this day. Listen, therapy is amazing. It's been great for me. And I know a lot of you out there think that, I don't know, it's weird. There's a weird stigma behind it. But listen, if you're focused on your physical health, like I said, you gotta focus on your mental health first. You know, for me, therapy can be a bright spot amid all the stress and change, something to look forward to and make you feel grounded and to give you the tools to manage everything that's going on because, man, the world that we live in is tough and sometimes we need a little help. So find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/genius today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius. My lovely Genius Brain Farts. The podcast is brought to you by NordVPN. Listen, NordVPN, we've used them all the time. And let me tell you something. When I'm online, I don't play, baby. I don't let people go into my information like that. And guess what? Our personal information online is super important because there's a lot of cybersecurity threats out there. So what are you doing? Don't play. You wouldn't let somebody come into your house and do random things and poop in your toilet. So you don't want to do that online. People are pooping on your online toilet. Use NordVPN. It is a must. It is not something that, no, maybe I should use. No. Use it all the time, even if you're just web browsing on YouTube. So, exclusive. Grab the NordVPN deal. Go to nordvpn.com/geniusbrain and get extra subscription time. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring our show. Genius Brain Farts. This podcast is brought to you by Mood. What is Mood, my friends? Mood is known for their federally legal THC, but now they're adding their most potent product yet to the lineup. We are talking about hemp-based THCA flower, the future of legal THC. So try it along with all of Mood's other amazing offerings like Delta 8 flower, gummies, vapes, cartridges, and more. I love their products. It's super good. My friends, you are missing out. Try Mood's new THCA flower today. And for 20% off your first order and a free gram of THCA flower, go to HelloMood.com and use promo code GENIUS. That's hello, MOOD.com, promo code GENIUS for 20% off your order and a free gram of THCA flower today.
What's up, y'all? I'm Uzuhan. You're about to watch my music video, Bon Appetit. It's a banger. I put a lot of love and energy into it. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for the love you've shown for Loverboy. And I'll see you on the podcast.
Stop playing with me. I gotta cut off the leash. Dog and me, Bon Appetit. I leveled up on the snake. Bitch, stop playing with me. I gotta cut off the leash. Dog and me, gon' Bon Appetit.
I leveled up on the snake. Bitch, stop playing with me. I gotta cut off the leash. Dog and me, gon' Bon Appetit. I leveled up on the snake. Bitch, stop playing with me. I gotta cut off the leash. Dog and me, gon' Bon Appetit. I leveled up on the sneak. You don't work harder than me. Stuck to the vision, I cut with precision. Now none of you chonons are touching my steez. I just might do my little dance. I just might have my new pants. Used to be broke, chase after money. Now I get the checks in advance. I feel like I was in Nineveh. Now my life sweeter than Cinnabon. Don't like a win, I need 10 of them. Baby girl, I'm feeling royal like Tenenbaum. Life has become like a cinema. When they see me in the flesh, I'm larger than life. I've been working in the background, fit blacked out, busy moving in silence. I leveled up on the snake. Bitch, stop playing with me. I gotta cut out the leash. Dog and me gon' Bon Appetit. I leveled up on a snake. Bitch, stop playing with me. I gotta cut out the leash. Dog and me gon' Bon Appetit.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. I am your host, David. So if you're a first-time listener, don't expect anything at all because I have nothing planned or prepared, but we have a very special guest today. We have James. Do you want me to introduce you as your rapper name or your real name?
Do the rapper name.
Okay,
yeah,
it's Uzuhan. First of all,
What does that mean?
Uzuhan?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I used to go by a rapper named Jayhan, and I wanted to change my name because I just wanted like a brand new start. So I was like, man, all the cool names are taken, like Kanye West, Drake. They're all taken.
I think Kanye is just his actual name.
yeah, I know.
You might have to go back in time and talk to your parents about that shit.
Oh, bro. So I was like, let me go to Google Translate and see what I find. So I was like typing in, the typical words. I was like, what's the Korean word for handsome? Or what's the Korean word for, the best? And then I was just going through the Rolodex and I was like, man, all these Korean words suck.
Yeah.
I typed in excellence and then out popped Uzuhan. So like, do you know that word?
No, I've never heard of that.
So like in Korean school, there used to be like a Uzuhans, a Uzu award that I would always never get. So I remembered that and I asked my mom, I was like, what does Uzuhan mean? She's like, it means you're really good.
Wait, so you went to like a legit hangarakyo then?
Oh, like in elementary school on like a Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all didn't have that here?
No, we had Korean school, but it was forced upon me because it was like right before church started. Oh. So the church would do it, and so my parents would fucking beat my ass, and they would take me to Korean school. So I would do that in the morning. Yeah. Then I would eat like 6 donuts, and then I would do Bible study, and then we would do worship, and then we would have activities after. So it was a whole fucking thing. Like we would wake
Sundays?
On Sundays.
That's too much.
Dude, my dad was one of the fucking, what do you call it? We were Presbyterians, so he was one of the fucking people.
The
elders.
Yeah,
the Chondosanim. So he was like one of the elders, and then he became a pastor. So I had to go when he went, which is at the butt crack of Jesus wasn't awake then, dude, and I had to fucking show up so early. I remember going to that church, being the first one there and the last person to leave,
bro.
And all these people would look at me like, "What are you doing here?" It's like, "Dude, my dad is still working here, so I'm just waiting around while everybody goes home."
Bro,
yeah, praise God, I love it.
Yeah, praise the Lord. Yeah.
All right, so. If you guys don't know, this man was based out in Atlanta, and you said you just moved. Now you're permanently here. You made the big move, which a lot of people don't do.
Relatively so, yeah. Like I'm still trying to see where I want to land, but I'm spending a lot of time in LA.
Okay, yeah, but you are gonna move here though, right?
That is the intention, yeah.
What's holding you back though? Why won't you?
I think I'm just looking for certain opportunities or.
That shit doesn't come that way, dude.
Yeah.
It never works out that way. Like everybody does this conversation thing before they move to this city, right? Number one, I'm not saying that Los Angeles is a place that everybody has to be in, right? Like everything is so global, everything is on the internet. Nobody technically has to move here, right?
Yeah.
Or to New York or some of these bigger metropolitan cities. The only purpose for moving here is for you to feel like you're in a creative space and there's other people here that could help grow that, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that Los Angeles or these bigger cities have to offer. When you kind of live in a smaller town, everybody's
lonely.
Yeah. Everybody's happy doing their own thing and they kind of have the white picket fence, the house, and the kids, which is beautiful. But when you're an artist, you kind of need to feel like this monkey on your back. Like there's somebody coming after you, or you need to get to a point where all this is worth something. Yeah. When everybody else is satisfied around you, you become complacent too. That's why I can't move back home, even though I love my hometown, Sacramento. Yeah. But when I'm there, I'm a little too complacent. Like everything is kind of too good. Yeah. When you're here, you feel that pressure of wanting to be better.
Damn, that's a very good analysis. My God. Damn.
I mean, that's why, like, look, I have other friends too. Shout out to my buddy Josh. This bitch still hasn't moved from Atlanta to here. I fucking been telling this dude for like 6-7 years. And when he started, it was when he first came here, he came in and out, obviously for different opportunities. Yeah. But what happens is like Atlanta also is a hotbed for a lot of culture. Right. But there's this little thing missing, and I don't know what it is in Atlanta. You know what I mean? There's something a little missing. Film went over to Atlanta, right? But there's not a lot of big things popping out there, and it's just enough to keep people there. But for some reason, when artists go from that place to Los Angeles, something happens. Whether it's because of the pressure of wanting to be better or other people just kind of boost your creativity, that move becomes something that allows you to grow exponentially. I don't know what it is, though.
I mean, I've been in Atlanta for like 8 years, so I only have my theories, my personal opinions. You know, it's a great place if you're black. To receive that kind of support and infrastructure and, I don't know, emotional support.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends in the industry who do music and in film. You know, like connecting with them is for them, connection's very easy. But like, I'll just go from my vantage point. Like when I meet people, I'll pop out at an event and I'll be like, hey, I'm an artist. And they're like, oh, that's cool.
Like, get out of here, Asian boy. Get the fuck out of here.
As much as like, you know, because I see a lot of media come out of LA and be like, oh my God, like the needle has really been moved so much. And I'm like, yeah, to a certain degree, I think so. But for people like me, when I'm out in different, you know, not LA or not California, I meet people and they're just like, oh, that's cool. It's novel, but it's not enough for like, and I'll be like, yo, I'll hire you. I have money to pay you. Let's work and collaborate. But sometimes it's not enough like social capital. There's not enough like, I don't know. There has to be something outside of just the money for, you know, the people that I've met.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. The people who do want to work with me are usually like, probably like, you know, watch a lot of anime. Maybe.
I mean, look, is that like frustrating for you as an artist? Do you feel sometimes like, hey, this is where my greatness is, and then people just aren't seeing it?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I think I definitely have those frustrations. And in one sense, I'm grateful I went through those frustrations because I feel like I have a perspective that a lot of artists and value creators don't have. Because, you know, for some people, 1 + 1 = 2. You know, for me, 1 + 1 has never equaled 2. It's been like -10 for some people,
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. I was in Nashville for this like music event. And I was talking to this, can I say white boy? Is that?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah?
He's Italian.
Thank you. Okay, look,
He has a spaghetti. It's a different.
Hey, respect. You know, I was talking to these producers, you know, and music people, you know, of
White boy producers.
yeah. Okay. And they're very talented. And they were just asking me about my story. They're like, yo, you've been doing music for a little bit. Like, tell me about what you've learned and what kind of sound you want to make moving forward. So I was like, hey, I'm interested in like, you know, like house and UK garage, you know, and like all these things that I'm in the future I want to make, or like I do melodic rap, blah, blah, blah. I tell them I shifted into that world because I used to just be kind of like rap. And I realized just doing only rap with my face and my suburban background just doesn't sell. Like when you think about the Rubik's Cube that you got to create to make the right product to sell some shit, like I didn't have the right Rubik's Cube, and I've been trying to shift it around. And I was trying to explain to him, you know, like I just think maybe like R&B, I sell it a little better, or maybe if I was in fashion, I'd sell it better, you know, like this face, or if I'm a doctor, you know, I'm just trying to get him to understand, like, like, do you understand? I'm trying to say it without saying it, you know? And then he was like, you know, but like Kanye, you know, he was like, he decided not to rap about drugs and not about the streets, and look at where he went. And I was like, he's black. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. And he was like, oh, I swear I scared him away. I was like, he was like, oh, I think I can get some drinks. Why do I have to explain it to you? 1 + 1 = 10 for you, man.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is talk to mommy and daddy, and you might know somebody in Nashville who connect you, which is great. Like, use what you got. But when I try to explain my story, it just doesn't read, or it doesn't land on some people who just didn't have to deal with it, which is fine. Like I don't use it as a crutch. I don't use it as like
you know, my thing for this is like this. Like it's hard to kind of carve your space out in a world full of clones, right? Everybody is a clone of everybody else now, right? And this is not to conflate the idea that we all gain inspiration from people, right? But adaptation has even died now. Now it's just, what do you do? I'm going to do it, make a carbon copy of it, and I'll take some of your clout and fame, and then I'll just be somewhat successful with that. And then everybody follows this whole, you know, train in this genre, right?
I thought about doing that. I was like, man, maybe I should just, because when Migos was hot in like 2016, I was like, maybe I should just copy Migos, like cadence-wise, everything. And you know what? People would probably have been like, damn, he's fresh.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, because different avatar.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, I would say this though, right? Everything for me in my case, let's say for I'll use myself as an example, right? There are so many different things that I could have done in my path to make myself way more successful than I am now, right? Yeah. My level of success is what I enjoy. And I literally was just having a conversation with my wife yesterday. And it's very seldom that me and my wife actually have heart-to-hearts, right? Because I fuck around all the time. Like she wants to have a heart, like I got in trouble the other day because she wanted to talk about having kids, right? But I was too tired. and it was really hard for her to bring it up. And she goes, hey, I really have something serious to talk about. It's like, girl, I am tired as hell. You want to talk to me about this shit? And I knocked out. But she was like trying to muster up the courage to talk to me about this shit. So I kind of fucked up. So we don't have like these heart to hearts a lot, right? So we were talking about this where I was telling her, you know, my path in my career has always been the idea of doing the things the way that I want to do it. Right. Yeah. And if I don't have that, then I would have never been in this space. And how I look at it is this: if it was always something for just like financial gain, right, I could have just worked a fucking job. You know, like that path is a lot easier. Right. I could focus on what I need to do, get that money, walk away, and then do other things. Yeah. But the objective of the things that I do was always to just do things that kind of made me happy. Right. Yeah. No matter what the result is. Now, going down that path is very hard. Why? Because the likelihood of you being successful in that path versus just copying what other people do, it's a very, very slow burn. Right? So a lot of the things that you're going to have to constantly go back to is go back to your mission statement. It's like, why am I doing this in the first place? Yeah. As long as you stick to that, all the other stuff doesn't really bother you so much, right? Yeah. When I see other people who are successful doing what they do, I'm just like, oh, that's their path. This is my path. And you're going to have to just anchor down on that. Mostly, and I'm not sure if this is for you, but I feel like I have had this conversation with other people. A lot of that honestly kind of comes with like an idea that you probably don't believe in yourself as much as you think you do, right? Because there's so many outside factors that come to you that tells you that you're not worth it. Yeah. You know, and it fucks your head up a lot. Yeah. It fucks it up a lot. And it happens to me too. When I started going into acting and I would go into these rooms and I would see these other people and I'm like, I know I'm better than you. And I'm not saying that to flex, but garbage is garbage. And I could see that shit float in the water. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh, I'm better. And they would take these roles from me. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Right? But I don't dwell on that. Maybe they were the better person in the room. I can't take away from them. Yeah. But I just have to know that I'm good with myself. So when I leave these auditions, I don't ever leave disappointed because I didn't get the role. I leave happy because I did the role the best that I could. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And those are the things that keep me afloat. Yeah. For you, in your case, when you go into like this music industry, first of all, there are a few things that I believe that are very, very difficult in entertainment. It's not acting. It's not even writing and directing. I think those are very difficult jobs. I think music is one of the hardest things, right? It's so ever changing and evolving all the time. Every year. You have a fan one day and the next day they fucking hate you, right? And that might be true in any type of entertainment case, but with music, you have that one banger album. How many times have we seen somebody come out and they're just a one-hit fucking wonder? Yeah. And that is a lot of artists' biggest fear. It's like, after I drop this project, on the next one, are they going to remember me? Mm-hmm. Are they going to care about me? Yeah. Do I need to change my sound? Do I need to evolve? Or what if I like the way that I am and I want to keep it, but the next album, nothing sells? Yeah. Well, money is power, right? If I have more money, this goes into this whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? It becomes very fucking stressful. A lot. For you, like in your case, what I see is that you are very good at what you do. You're very excellent at it. I think from what I've seen in this industry, you might need a little bit of fucking, excuse my French, you need to be a little retardation. You know what I mean? You need to go full-blown R word. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, unpack that. What does that mean?
So
I know what the damn word is. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. And look, I'm saying this in a good way. Because some of the most just disconnected fucking human beings believe in themselves so much, it's unreal, even when their product is trash. Yeah. And there's people I follow on Instagram, I don't even know them, but they just popped up on my feed, and I see the hard R in their eyes. And then I use them as motivation for myself, because I'm like, they're garbage.
If they could do it.
If they could do this every day, they wake up, they get their Nokia flip phone, and somehow they upload this video on Instagram. This potato ass footage, and they're out there, they put on that Justin Timberlake song, and you see them just fucking dancing, you know what I mean? And they upload it because they think that they're fucking dope. And guess what? It's not one video. It's like 100 of them. Yeah. And every day they believe that something's gonna come of this, even though it's not. Yeah. You need some of that hard R. Hard R in your life is great. Not the N-word one, but the other one. The hard R, like the hard R.
Yeah.
Like this,
do it together.
I know, the hard R in your eyes, dude. Dude, I'm Gary V. I'm Gary Ving it right now. I'm about to get canceled. Yeah. But you guys, I'm like on a serious note. I have seen some actors too who are trash, right?
Yeah.
But they go into every audition, everything that they do as if they are the shit, and they book. They book. I'm not doing their auditions, right? They're doing commercial auditions or whatever, but I follow them just to see what they're going to book. I had this guy, he was doing an audition, right? I don't even know what the role was for, but you're not supposed to post your auditions before anything happens. He goes in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he sends his audition and then he uploads the shit before he even sends his audition, which you're not supposed to do. He clearly signs an NDA. Psychopath. And in this fucking video, he's doing a role for like a homeless person, but he has like half his dick out and he uploads it on Instagram. And I'm like, dude, the power of the hard R, dude.
Yeah.
He books it.
Yeah.
He books it.
Oh my God.
How? I don't know. But that's the type of confidence that a lot of people need. Some of the best actors and directors, when you meet them in person, they're fucking nuts. They are so out of it. I truly believe, even though most people don't think I'm normal, I think I'm a little too normal for Hollywood.
I could see that. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like-
what I want, I feel that way too. I feel like I'm a little too normal. I was telling your team, I was like, I just want like a suburban house, plot of land. I want to see my dog walk, run around. I want kids.
But see, this is what I'm saying.
Like
You
I'm
can't
too normal, bro.
You can't have those thoughts. You have to have the thought of, I want to buy a rocket ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's the kind of that's funny. You do need that kind of crazy, man. You do need that.
Wait, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What do your parents think about your career? I'm always curious about that because nobody wants their Asian baby to be a fucking rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, should I do it in the most honorific way of our parents or
No, just say whatever how you feel. I shout out my dad all the time, dude.
Yeah, okay. Well,
And I love him.
No, so I love my parents. They've supported me by, giving me a suburban upbringing. When I started doing my music stuff in like 2010, I was still in school. So they're like, it's cute, you study for stuff on flights, study for exams. It's cute. Once I graduated, I got a job as a graphic designer and they're like, oh, good, he's on a career path. But I was still doing shows, going on tours and stuff like that. And then once I quit that job and I just started only doing music, they're like, you should like consider real estate. You should consider being like a news anchor or like they would just always
news
skip it.
anchor?
I don't know. Bro.
The
These are
randomest
immigrant
shit
parents.
ever.
They don't know anything, about like the job opportunities and like, what kind of lifestyle.
How
it'll
come you
provide.
don't want to be a president
No.
of the United States?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
They're like, they just kept like slipping little things in, to tell me like, hey, do something that's a little more steady.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's this one story where like, I was, I don't remember what year it was, but I was at Panera with my mom and like we saw some like old church people or some people that went to our church and they're like, oh, James, we haven't seen you in forever. What are you up to? Blah, blah, blah. We haven't seen you in forever. And then my mom was asking them about their daughter. And I was like, Mom, why didn't you tell her about like, the music stuff going on and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, she just didn't really answer. She was like, come on.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Hey man, you're a special. You're an R word.
Don't do this stuff.
You're a big R word. You know that one.
Exactly. So I mean, obviously she loves me.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, if you tell people he's an artist,
Yeah.
they probably think he's like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Lazy, or all the things that they assume, related to that. So, for the most part, my parents, they try to support, like they'll like listen to my music here and there. I have a day job too. I work in IT.
Yeah.
And it's remote. That's how I could like afford to do most stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
So because of that, they're like happy about it, but they're like, there comes a time in a man's life when he must take responsibility.
Yeah.
It's like, I agree with that statement, but I don't agree what you're saying, Dad.
Were your parents ever the type to like yell, get mad?
Nah. They never really yelled at me like that.
For reals?
Because I disappointed them from a very early age.
Me too. But they still yell at me.
They still yelling?
Dude, my mom, every time I come in the door, her fist is like this. It's like, I didn't even do anything yet. Like, what are you mad about? She's like, ooh, it's just in case. She always has like one cocked, ready to go. She's like,
Oh my
fucker.
God.
Dude, my mom always yells all the fucking time. I think my parents are toxic. Like,
My parents don't yell at me.
really?
Yeah.
Have they ever whooped your fucking ass?
Yes, I got whooped a lot.
When was the last time you got whooped?
Years ago. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yo.
Me too.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, me too, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So wait, you don't. What's the like? You remember the age?
It was like high school, bro.
High school?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude!
What do
Get the
you mean?
fuck out of this podcast.
What do you mean,
no wonder
bro?
nobody believes in your fucking street cred.
I got
You didn't go through enough, man.
Yo.
Dude, my dad used to fuck me up, dude. You would have thought he was my pimp, and I didn't give him my money. Like he would beat the shit out of me, dude.
Oh.
My dad once threw an office chair at my head. I was like 8.
All right, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, my dad was fucking violent, and he was a
actually-
pastor too.
Yeah, that's so wild.
In the name of the Lord, bow.
Oh my God.
Did you ever have to do the stuff where you had to hold your
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
up?
yeah. I did a lot of those classic punishments.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yeah,
God.
Yeah. So I'm very
you got
familiar. Yeah. My God. Yeah, dude. My parents, they worked at the cleaners though all the time, so I think they were mentally too drained to like really like go at me. Of course, like my dad yelled at me and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's because like I did something wrong. It wasn't like abusive.
Oh, you're so lucky, dude.
I am fortunate.
I mean, my dad was a pastor. He ran a business, had to take care of my grandparents, but he had always an extra fucking, a couple gases in the tank just to smack me up a bit, dude.
bro, what'd they use? Like their hands? Or-
Everything, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like when I walked into the house and I knew I fucked up, I would try to hide every object that they could fuck me up with.
yeah.
So like one time,
Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Have I told you guys that mental health is mental wealth? Well, with BetterHelp, you can get on track for that. Therapy has been pretty awesome for me, and I know a lot of people who have used therapy now, and that stigma is slowly starting to go away, that therapy is for somebody who's weak, that you don't really need it. Well, I gotta tell you guys something, man. Get on it. This time of the year can be a lot. It is natural to feel some sadness or anxiety about it, but adding something new and positive to your life can counteract some of these feelings. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all the stress and change. It's something to look forward to, make you feel grounded, and to give you the tools to manage everything that's going on. I love it. I've been using it for a long time, and that's why they've been a long time sponsor. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/genius today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius. My lovely Genius Brain farts, this podcast is brought to you by ZocDoc. When I need to look for a doctor that works for me, I definitely use ZocDoc. If you're not on that, you must be stressing out. ZocDoc is amazing. Let me just give you a scenario, okay? Have you ever been on the hunt for a new doctor and you ask literally everyone for a recommendation? You know, a doctor who actually gets you. And finally, after weeks of searching, you find the one, but you call their office, you have an appointment available, but then, doctor doesn't take your insurance. Well, wipe those tears away, put away the ice cream, and head over to ZocDoc to find and book the doctor who is right for you. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Saves me a lot of time. And raise your hand if this sounds like you. You obsessively follow that super credible health expert, quote unquote, on TikTok. If that's you, don't do it. You listen to all these health obsessed folks, but they don't know diddly squat. Are they actually a good doctor? There are thousands of top rated doctors on ZocDoc though. They're all listed with verified patient reviews, so you can find and book the doctor who not only has years of experience and an actual medical degree, but also gets you. And here's the thing, guys. ZocDoc is a free app. It's free, where you can find all these amazing doctors. Once again, it's free, my friends, so get on it. What are you waiting for? Go to ZocDoc.com/genius and download the ZocDoc app for free and find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/genius, ZocDoc.com/genius. Genius Brain Farts. This podcast is brought to you by NordVPN. Look, if you're snooping online, guess what? You better be using NordVPN. Everybody can see your stuff. If you wouldn't let people just open the doors to your house, come in, poop in your toilet, eat all your food, and then trash your place, why would you do that online? Your online home is important because all your information is out there, so you need a VPN. Even if you're, on Netflix or you're just streaming stuff online, you got to use a VPN. And let me tell you something, NordVPN is the best. It's the one that I use. If you're online, you're doing anything, you need to protect yourself, and do that with NordVPN. I am not playing. You should not be playing, because cybersecurity threats are happening all the time. So protect yourself once again with NordVPN. So exclusive. Grab the NordVPN deal. Go to nordvpn.com/geniusbrain and get extra subscription time. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Once again, exclusive deal. Go to nordvpn.com/geniusbrain and get extra subscription time. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring our show.
I remember my mom. Well, this is actually let me tell you this grandma story. So my grandma used to whoop my ass with this thing. It's like a green bamboo stick that you use to stake plants. I only know that now because I do tomatoes. but years ago, I didn't know what it was for.
The thing with like a tip?
No, it's just like a green bamboo stick. It's bright green.
Oh.
It's like a deep green. It's like this color green.
Okay.
And so she used to whoop my ass with that. To no extent, my grandma did. Everybody was whooping my ass, dude. I never got a break. Mom would whoop my ass, and they were like a WWE tag team. They would just come in and just bop, bop, bop. And then I would go to my grandma's house, and then she would whoop my ass, too.
Oh, my God.
So she had this green little bamboo stick. Well, one day when she was whooping me, it fucking snapped. I never experienced that type of joy ever again. I recently just got married. Relief. Doesn't even fucking match up to that moment, dude.
Yeah.
When that wooden stick snapped, I remember going, thank God. And this woman goes to the back of the couch, apparently comes in packs of 24.
Oh, she re-upped.
So in like 6 years, she never had to re-up. So I remember the bag that she brought out from the back of the couch. It was dusty as shit. And the logo on it, it said 24 count. It was blue and yellow.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's a multicolor?
And then she whipped it out. That bamboo stick, if anybody knows about it, that shit was so fast because it was light. It was aerodynamic. So you couldn't see it, but you could hear it. So it would just be like, you would just run and you just hear.
That's a crazy switch.
Dude, this woman would whoop my fucking ass. My parents actually, at a certain point, I mean, this is kind of sad, kind of funny to me now, sad in reality.
Yeah.
So she used to like whoop my ass so bad but she never whooped my brother's ass, right? So I just didn't know why.
He's younger?
He's my older brother.
What?
Yeah. My older brother is very calm, right?
I
He's a
see.
nurse. He's very, very kind,
Yeah.
very sweet dude.
Yeah.
And so I would just laugh at everything. But my grandma hated noise. So I would just crack the fuck up at Sunday cartoons, and she hated me laughing. For some reason, children laughing, it kills her soul. Like, I don't know why.
The purest thing in this world.
I know. She fucking hated it, though.
Yeah.
If there was joy in the house, she wanted to take it out. And so she...
crazy.
Fucking, I don't forgot what the fuck I did, but then she hit me, but she missed my butt or my back because I was running, and then she hit me in the eye, right here, and then my whole face welted up.
Yeah.
Well, my dad saw that, and then I didn't know this until I got older, but my brother told my dad that Halmoni was beating me up too much, and then my dad was like, "What are you talking about?" So he saw the fucking welt on my eye, and then I didn't see my grandma for like 3 or 4 years or something like that. I don't remember this. Like, I literally don't remember this.
She got banished.
She got banished to the shadow realm.
Yeah.
They were like, never again. I literally don't remember this, though. I remember the hitting on the face, but I don't remember the gap where I didn't see my grandparents.
Damn.
Yeah. But then that happened because of the ass whoopings. But my parents, they didn't know how to like deal with their emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad had a rough upbringing. My mom grew up fucking farm poor and shit.
Yeah.
We were struggling with bills. And as a young person, or as an adult now, I can see why they were just so angry. Like, I was a fucking psychopath as a kid, right? I was one of them sticky kids. You know what I mean? You know that one kid in class that for some reason is always sticky even though I drink water? And then somehow I have like so
clammy hands?
Just clammy and just sticky all the time. I was one of them like gross ass kids.
Yeah. Moist.
So she didn't know how to deal with me, so they would just whoop my ass. But they also didn't know I have like severe ADHD. But that didn't exist when we were kids. Right. You were just a kid who chose not to pay attention, that was just always rambunctious and in trouble.
Yeah.
But the things that I excelled at were like sports. It's because you're always moving around all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So like for them, they didn't understand. So like when I used to get whooped all the time, for me, it's like some of my best memories. Like I don't know why. I don't know why, but I fucking look back and I'm like, yeah, I remember I used to get my ass whooped, and I loved it. You don't relate, huh?
No, I don't look back on it and like, damn, I laugh about it, but I'm not like, yeah, I like that.
What was the worst whooping you got?
My dad, he moved from he used a remote, and then I think it wasn't inflicting enough damage, so he got a piñata stick that he found from like an old.
What's the piñata stick made out of?
It's just plastic. It's
Wow,
nothing
your
crazy.
life is great, dude.
Bro, I'm,
Dude, my dad once, I think he gave me one of those Spartan kicks. You know when they kicked him down the well, right in the gut. I think it's because I was like farting too much. It's just like I was stinking up the whole fucking living room.
Yeah.
He just got, because he's trying to eat dinner.
Yeah.
And then your boy over here just fucking blasted him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm farting." My dad would get mad at me for farting. It's like,
Yeah, man,
he goes,
it's natural.
It smells so bad. But I can't control it because at the time I didn't know I was lactose, right? And so I had a shit ton of ice
so
cream.
funny.
So I just kept farting. I remember he just got sick of it. He just went, bah, kicked me in my gut. And I farted again because he hit me in my stomach.
Yeah,
and it made me even more mad.
Oh my God.
Dude, my parents were fucking wild,
Bro.
dude.
Yeah. Damn. I guess I don't relate in that sense.
That's a good thing, though. I'm glad you had such a great
crazy.
upbringing, you piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, man. Look, it's what keeps me grounded, I guess. Yeah.
But at least, like, for your parents, at least they have a better tact to, like, speak to you, right? They kind of just subtly...
But they don't know how to deal with emotions. Like, I relate to that, like whenever, like, I express some sort of, like, sadness or, especially, like, what happened to past year for me. Like, if I express any sort of negative emotion, it's really hard for her to be like,
Oh, would she just come up to you and be like, "You get
She'll just be like, no. She'll be like, it's okay. And it's like, I didn't ask you if it's okay. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I having to explain this to you?
Wait, your parents? So, that's so interesting because I feel like even with my parents, I can express emotion to them. You know what I mean? And then we could actually have that because we're very extreme. Like, there's no
Yeah.
peace in my house, right? It's either like extreme joy or extreme rage. There's no in between.
Yeah.
So if I tell her about my feelings, she'll do two options. She'll either console me or she'll call me a gay boy. But one of those options, they express themselves though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not. My parents, I would say they're more of the just don't express it, brush it under the rug. Like, I remember one time, like my dad, he was like feeling remorse about like one of his businesses that he had to close down, like back in the day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was sad for him, like
This is like you're telling him your feelings. He goes, "Shut up."
Yeah.
He goes, "Why are you sad, Dad?" "My business." But like his son's feelings don't fucking matter.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like, yeah, it was basically like him expressing himself, and as he was crying, like my mom, my dad was like sobbing, and then my mom kind of got up and like went to get coffee.
And never came back.
And kind of. And then my sister kind of like walked and like got some napkins, and then I found myself like leaving the table to like get like something like a fork, Yeah.
You're like, "Dad,
And it's
this
basically
is awkward, dude."
Yeah, I realized like at the time, it's like, oh, we don't know how to deal with emotions, especially. I mean, even for me, I realized like, especially like the guys in my life, not only my family but friends, when I see like dudes expressing themselves, or especially the internet, bro, it's fucked online.
Well, that's different. The internet, they express themselves too much. Some of them need to just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
know?
I do. Yeah, I do agree. But I don't know, man. Like I've realized like expressing emotions is like a difficult thing. I didn't grow up expressing ourselves. Everything was just suppressed.
So it was just did you express a lot of happiness though? On the other hand, or you just like when your father was something good, like if you won the lottery, you'd be like, "It is time," and that's it. You just walk away.
They've gotten a little more expressive over the years, but it like we didn't have like we never went on vacation, like we would just like celebrate with food, and we'd be like, this is great. And then I'm like a very joyful, bright person, but in my family, everyone knows me to be the sensitive, emotional one. So I don't know what that means. Like you see me right now and I'm like smiling all the time. I love being smiley and happy. I enjoy that.
Damn, your parents are robots, dude.
Kind of, in some ways.
Yeah.
But I've noticed now, like, as my dad gets older, he's a little less empathy.
They get
he's
so
like,
sensitive now.
Yeah. Like, he was listening to, like, the new songs from my album, and he was like, he started, like, crying, because he was like, I can hear the things that you went through.
Really? And he started tearing up?
2 tears. Yeah, I was like, and then because I was driving, and I was like, I saw from my peripheral, and I was like, if I see my dad cry, man, I lose it. I'm just like, I'm driving like this. I'm like,
you guys are crashing your car all over the place, like a bunch of Asian stereotypes.
Yeah, bro. It was, yeah. So it's changed a little bit, but for the most part, I feel like I'm trying to learn how to like express myself and express my needs And
I feel
be
like
okay
you do
with
that through your music, though. A lot of people are kind of like that.
I do. Yeah. I've learned to do it through that.
A lot of people are more expressive on like this, because it's almost like when you have an artistic arm, it's like a different person.
Yeah.
James Han and Uzuhan are two separate people. So the way that you express yourself as this artist is going to be different than how you do it in your own life.
It's true.
And sometimes, and I say this with the young people, right? How many times have you seen young people, man, they talk that shit online like crazy. And you meet them in person, little bitches. It's like, you're a little bitch. Like, you would never say that to somebody in person,
It's
right?
wild.
It's because, like, it's easier to create that alter ego than for you to just, put that into your own life.
Well, and it's also helpful, like, you want to suspend reality to, like, process something. You know, you need to sometimes in order to, like, understand something about yourself. You need a playground to, like, maybe explore that idea. I mean, you do that in movies. You suspend reality for the sake of some idea you want to explore.
Yeah.
You know?
I think for me, like, the extension of myself to this thing is still essentially the same fucking person. If anything, I might be a worse person in real life. It's like, I've never been able to really deal with living a life of duality. Like, it's too stressful. I can't do it. It's almost fucking physically impossible for me. I could do it to the sense of, in a social group, I have a lot of nunchi, right? So I'll look around and see, like, okay, maybe being myself might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
Like, if I go out to dinner with my wife's, like, coworkers, I'm not going to be like, hey, did you
Can't
see
talk
this?
your shit.
Yeah, did you see this Down syndrome TikTok? Show them,
Yo, are you on cringetok?
I can't watch cringe stuff because it physically hurts me.
Oh, you get the, what is it, secondhand cringe?
Yeah, it physically, okay, so Tim always sends me cringy stuff because he knows I can't watch it.
Oh,
there was this video of this guy in a theater, right? And this kid, he's the classic brace face with the long hair or whatever, greasy looking kid. You look into his room, roaches everywhere, disgusting.
Oh,
and he's
God.
like, hey guys, today, and he's not doing this as a joke. This is
Like,
him
it's
doing
his life.
a daily vlog. And he went to like a premiere of some type of Star Wars thing or whatever. And before the movie starts, he goes, well, today I just wanted to get the crowd going. He goes, who's ready for the movie? And then there's one person going, yeah. And he sits down. He goes, I felt good because I got the crowd going. And just watching that shit felt like 1,000 knives in my eye. Just fucking God damn it. Stop it. I wanted to grab him and shake him. Like, just do the screen. Just don't do this. You're better than this.
Yeah.
But then I can't watch. Cringe stuff just kills me, man. You know what? If I look back, it just reminds me of like a younger version of myself, right? Where you just did so much embarrassing things because you wanted to impress people.
So cringy back. Yeah.
So when you're a young person, you're just this cringy little character.
But you know why cringetok is interesting? I have this one take on it. It's just like, as a person who enjoys the social sciences, I think it's fascinating that these kind of humans exist.
Oh, I very much enjoy it, but like enjoy the fact that those people exist.
Yeah.
But just it hurts me to
For
watch
sure,
it
it's
so
painful.
bad.
It's painful. I'm like this the whole time. Like, there's like levels to cringe too. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
just the whole time.
It gets pretty fucking bad, man. And like I said, those cringe people, though, watch. They're gonna be the next biggest rapper out there because they believe in themselves so much.
They got the hard R, man.
They got the hard R in their hearts, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, like when I see that stuff, it just makes me feel, I don't know, man, because I just don't know how long they went throughout their whole lives this way, and then nobody said anything.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like when I look at that, it's like they're happy. So I'm like, maybe this person has it right. Maybe they got it right. Maybe I'm the one that's wrong here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think about that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I see other people enjoy themselves, it's not the way that I want to enjoy it. It just, I'm like, maybe they have something going on.
It's like that. Have you ever seen that one video, like the protector of the basic? Have you seen that YouTube video?
What's that?
It's like an old video. Me and Sam, we talk about that video all the time. It's this video of I don't know. It's like some hipster girl. It's like back in like early 2000s. Hipster girl is like talking to this girl who's like, oh, I love my pumpkin spice latte. And she's like, ugh, you're so basic. And then all of a sudden this fairy dude pops up and he's like, I'm the defender of the basic. You know, why are you like hating on her? She enjoys her life, you know? If she likes to eat vanilla ice cream, let her eat vanilla ice cream. She loves her life. Yeah. You know, why you got to be so down on her just because you hate your life?
True. Yeah. I mean, look, I feel like the people in the world who kind of live like what most people call the basic life are typically like the happiest, because ignorance is bliss. Yeah. You don't need much to be happy, right? And everybody towards like the later end of their lives, they always go back to basic. I mean, that's very telling, because you've always seen it. How many times, these fucking celebrities, when they get older, man, when I was younger, I was doing all this stuff that I thought would fulfill me, but now I realize all I wanted was a peaceful life. Everybody says that same fucking story every time, right? And it says something about life, right? Like, I just don't think we need that much to be happy. Everybody tries to like fill this void that's just impossible to fill with, we'll break it down to like physical beauty, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times I've seen somebody's fucked up face just walk around as if it's like the most normal thing ever. Yeah. And as they get older, they kind of hold on to this thing, youth, because that's how they value themselves, right? Uh-huh. I'm that person that's valued by the way that I look, so I need to keep this as long as possible.
Oh, but and you get the...
They all look like fucking cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And their face looks so insane. And look, like I said, it goes back to if that makes you happy, but it's never been the case. From what I've seen, and I've lived in the city now for 12, 13 years, and I've seen the people who try to hold on to their youth, as they get older, they start doing the crazy diets. They're crying because they're getting older here. They try to fix something else. It becomes fixed for a second. They read a comment about them getting older, and they freak the fuck out. It's like, bitch, you're supposed to get old.
Yeah.
You're
embrace it, man.
Embrace that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say, keep your beauty as long as you can, but it's not supposed to be forever, dude. Yeah. It's just the most pointless thing. It's the most pointless thing to invest in. Like, I say, like, I mean, why? Why? I just still don't understand. If I went back, right, and I looked at my mom.
Genius Brain Farts. This podcast is brought to you by Harry's. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Thank you all for watching and listening so we get to continue to be supported. So support Harry's. And let me tell you something. I love Harry's, and before they even contacted me, you guys already know I've been using Harry's. That's how I stay smooth like a dolphin, baby. But not only that, they have legendary high-quality razors and skin products like exfoliating face wash and hydrating lotion. Harry's gives you a premium shave without the premium price tag. And guess what? You can get better quality and a better price than other razors when you get Harry's delivered right to your door. And let me talk about the convenience, my friends. Look, razors are something that we always use, whether you're a guy, girl, whatever you are. If you want to stay smooth, you gotta get on that Harry's, baby. The starter set is a $13 value for just $3 at harrys.com/genius. It includes a 5-blade German engineered razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover. I mean, that's a pretty amazing deal if you ask me. So get your best shave ever with Harry's razors and skincare products. Get a $13 starter set for just $3 at harrys.com/genius. That's harrys.com/genius for a $3 starter set today. My lovely Genius Brain Farts. This podcast is brought to you by Mood. Mood is known for their federally legal THC, but now they're adding their most potent product yet to the lineup. We are talking about THCA flower, the future of legal THC. Tried along with all of Mood's dope offerings like Delta 8 flower, gummies, vape cartridges, and a whole bunch more. And for a limited time, Mood is giving our listeners a free gram of THCA flower and 20% off your first order. Just visit hellomood.com and use our code GENIUS. Now, what do I use my Mood products for? For me, it helps me sleep, it helps me relax, it helps me feel less achy, less sore, calm, all of that stuff. So I actually use some of the products before I spar. When I kickbox or box, it just helps me get into a better mind state. And of course, with the sleep stuff, you guys know I've had trouble sleeping my whole life. So guess what? This stuff helps me out. I enjoy it a lot. Try Mood's new THCA flower today, and for 20% off your first order and a free gram of THCA flower, go to hellomood.com and use promo code GENIUS. That's hello, MOOD.com, promo code GENIUS for 20% off your order and a free gram of THCA flower today.
And then she got a facelift and shit, I would fucking cry.
Yeah.
Because it's not the face that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would literally kill me to see my mom feel that she's not worthy enough, so she had to do something to her face to make her feel like she's going to be loved.
Yeah.
And I would fucking hate that. Like, even for me now, the woman that I married, one of the biggest things that I wanted in a partner was that they weren't really on social media. Because it fucks up the personal relationship so much.
From all the noise that she'll hear about, especially like your platform and
my platform, other people's stuff. And she's not really on the platform that much. She just does whatever.
Yeah.
So for her, she keeps her sanity. Her sense of self isn't based on what other people say.
Right.
Right. And like for me, no matter what, if I wasn't with her, then another person that I would be with is somebody who isn't on social media.
Yeah.
I require that. Right, because I have to be in this because of my career choice.
Yeah,
right.
It
would be stupid not to.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, man. Like you're gonna move into this city, and I feel like as long as you have a strong foundation and a good group group of people around you, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes like those thoughts, those evil thoughts will creep in.
Yeah.
Because life is always about comparison. Like you just can't help it.
Yeah.
You'll see somebody who's another artist that's in your same lane, and then I don't know, something might happen to them.
Yeah.
And then makes you feel a certain way about yourself, right? Which is a very evil thought to have, but it always creeps in somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Really random, just because I'm looking at your shirt. That's your brand, right?
Oh yeah. So this is so I do. What the fuck? I moved the mic away from my face. I'm on a podcast, you idiot. But this is my collab that I did with my clothing brand Secret Society.
Yeah, Secret Society.
Yeah, so we did a pre-order for this. This was one of the most difficult shirts I've ever fucking made in my life. Like it was impossible to get this down right. That's why we're not making
Is
this
that
one
puffer
again.
print?
It's puff print, and then the back is the
Oh boy.
yeah. So that shit was damn near impossible to
Is
fucking
that
make.
DTG? Is that direct to garment?
No, it's not.
Huh?
Yeah, this is not DTG. So that's why it was fucking hard to make.
Oh, man.
So we did multiple batches on it. The first batch all fucked up because you have to keep the screen on there perfectly aligned every time, and it's like fucking 20 layers of colors.
Yeah.
So
that's a screen print on the back?
This is a screen print on
Y'all are insane. That was at least how many colors?
It's a lot. It was like 20 colors or some shit.
That's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous to make.
That's maxing out the whole silk.
So there was most people who didn't want to make it for us because it was just so much fucking work.
Yeah.
And plus this shirt costs so much to make.
Sure.
You didn't make much profit off of it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wanted
a little
to
drop
make-
shoulder to it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so all of our stuff too, like, you know, when we did Secret Society, it's also like one of those passion projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have put this on a cheaper body, but you know, we do all of our stuff is cut and sew. Even the shirt is. This is our body, right?
Yeah.
You won't get this anywhere else.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a cut and sew.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So we do all of our own bodies. So yeah, obviously if we make this shirt and we sell it, if we got a blank, which blanks are fine too, it would be a lot cheaper. I could profit more, but I didn't like the way it fit. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So we try to sell it at a price point where we could take some money from it, but it wasn't a lot. It was so fucking little. But I just wanted to make this fucking shirt. And so a lot of people got it. So it makes me happy when I see people walking around with it because it was inspired by my trip to Korea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where you ate so good, man.
Oh, dude, I gained like 10 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's nice.
I eat like literally the apocalypse is coming tomorrow. It's actually disgusting. Like sometimes when I eat and if I'm sitting somewhere and then I see my reflection like in the like the fucking glass, I get a little disgusted. Yeah. Like this, dude. I would order food when I was in Korea, and they're like, "Is anybody else coming?"
Two more people?
Yeah, I was like, no. This is just for me and my wife.
Dude, it's so easy to eat, bro. And it's just superior in Korea.
Yo, dude, the Korean food in Korea is so
Superior.
good, dude.
Dude.
It's so good.
I thought the kukbap for a long time, I thought like the, what's the big one? Hanbat? Or Jinseol?
Jinseol Kukbap.
Yeah. But like all those spots in LA, I thought they were very good. And then I just go to some random spot.
It's better.
Some ajumma where she has like a pig head just out in the open. You walk in, it smells like shit because you pass by all the,
The dead animals.
Dead animals. Sit in the back. Bro, that was like the best kukbap I ever had.
Yeah, like Korea's food. Well, there was that clip of Ben Baller where he was saying that the Korean food in LA is way vastly better than the stuff in Korea. And I was
Ben Baller?
Ben Baller.
You mean Ben Baller?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So
Why did he say that?
Because he's a fucking idiot. Yeah. He's a fucking full blown idiot.
Yo, Korea's superior.
Well,
man. If you've been, man,
Well, to his credit, I would say that he's older, right? So he's like probably almost in his 50s.
Yeah.
So I know during the time when Korea was going through a lot of shit, our food was better here because we had better quality ingredients.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
it's different now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe
I don't know the OG. Yeah, I didn't even know that context.
Yeah, so back in the day, like around when we were younger, so let's say when I would say, third grade, so 8 years old, eight or 7 years old around there.
Yeah.
8 or 9, 7 or 9. So whatever. Back then, we used to send stuff to Korea all the time. So like the medication, the vitamins and stuff all came from like China. And it wasn't very like reputable. So they would always ask us to bring vitamins to Korea and ship it to them because they couldn't get it.
Right.
And so when you would go to Korea too, the food wasn't as great because the quality of meat wasn't good and all this other stuff. Well, now the import and the export in Korea is fantastic.
Crazy.
So the food there is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And you got to understand too for other people, like Korean food is all they do. In Korea, Korean food is just food. You know?
Dude, have you had Italian food in Korea?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of.
That might insult you. I'm sorry, but you know.
Yeah, fucking. He just
We got an Italian man.
he
right
just
here.
whipped out his salami. He was about to hit you with his salome.
He was.
But like Italian
With the
fusion,
mozzarella.
yeah, Italian fusion is good, you know. But I'm not a big fan of Korean Italian fusion pasta for
Yeah.
some reason. It doesn't hit me. I like Japanese Italian fusion.
Oh, that's
though.
very good.
Yeah,
That's very
but
good.
for some reason Korean Italian didn't hit that.
I had this one spot in Shincheon. It was random. It's just I didn't expect anything
Yeah.
to be good. Like any American food to be good.
Yeah.
And I'm always impressed by how well, it's not American food, but
Yeah.
Western food, how they like remix it. I'm like, damn.
One of the things that Korea does really bad though, for like it's
Pho.
like a disgrace. Definitely that. That's I forgot about that. Pho's not good. Also, pizza. Yeah,
It's not good or it is
it
good?
is not good.
I don't really go for pizza. Oh, yeah. The koguma pizza and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, I think those things like creatively taste good, right?
Yeah.
But if they try to do like, they're scared of char because they couldn't like Korean people equate char with cancer.
Right. Yeah,
Immediately.
they do.
So when they put it in the oven, the pizza's always fucking undercooked.
Yeah.
It's because they don't want the char, but that's the flavor. So it's fucking always I had pizza like 4 times in Korea, and it was same every different place. They always undercooked it because they don't want it to be charred. So it's like, but you need that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It would piss me off. But then you go to Japan, and they have their Japanese Neapolitan pizza. Fucking wild, dude. It's so
elite.
fucking good.
Yeah, with their food.
Yeah, like Japan's food experience was crazy for me. Like when I went there and I ate the food.
Yeah.
was-
Similar to Italy, right? They really care about their ingredients being fresh.
100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes, dude, I just want to like do a whole YouTube page of me fucking up Italian food, just because
The ingredients are trash.
because the reaction would be visceral, dude.
Oh,
when I see Italian people freak out about food, it makes me die laughing. It's so fucking crazy how particular they are about their culture, which I respect a lot.
Yeah,
But you do like carbonara, right? The moment you put a drop of cream in it, just one Italian grandma has a heart attack. You know, she just flips the fuck out, starts flipping tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like she gets so upset.
Yeah.
There's a guy that I watch. His name is
Your
Vincenzo's Plate. Shout out to Vincenzo's Plate. I know you don't know me, but when he reacts to other people making Italian food, I love it, dude. What? Why you do that? Huh? What is this? You put it. You don't need a Parmigiano. You know, just
Yeah, I've seen those
Parmigiano not
videos.
supposed to be here. And then you see him freak the fuck out. I love it, dude, because it makes him so mad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to send him videos of me just fucking up all of his food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Making a shitty little tiramisu, put only chocolate powder, no espresso, and just send it over, say it's better than any fucking Italian food I've ever had. But there's respect.
Yeah.
Right. I like that they enjoy their food that much, but you know, once it gets into the hands of another culture, it's gonna get changed.
Yeah,
It happens
for
to
sure.
Korean food, Japanese food, or whatever. As long as it tastes good, I'm okay.
How do you feel about fusion foods?
Most fusion foods, I think, don't taste good because most people don't know how to fuse it. But then a lot of dishes now are already fusion, right? Vietnamese food is fusion. That's French influence.
Oh, with the banh mi.
With
Oh,
the banh
right,
mi,
right.
even pho, people kind of say it's like a consomme or something like that, right? Depending on where you get the pho, right? Korean food has a lot of American influence. We fucking love fried chicken. That's American GI
And
shit.
cheese.
Yeah, we like mozzarella cheese in Korea goes wild now.
That's crazy. And we're all lactose.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's cheese everywhere in Korea.
Yeah, all the
Like we love fried chicken. That's American adaptation. So
for sure.
black GIs came in. They're like, "Hey, you see this shit?" And then Korean guy was like, "Oh, what the fuck, man? You know? Thank you very much."
Yeah,
took
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. You know,
Very manchi.
yeah. And they made that. America too is all fusion food. I think like the concept of fusion is when you take two cultures and you just kind of put things together. I don't like it. Like big respects to Roy Choi and his kogi truck. I hated kogi truck. I did not fucking like it at all. I thought it was tortilla and you put bulgogi inside it, and I'm like, this is not really fusion. You're just smashing two things together.
Yeah. It
right?
didn't feel like they were like doing a dance together.
No disrespect to Roy Choi, by the way. I think he's like the godfather. He really kind of put like
Paved the way.
yeah, for like Korean people, like especially in the food scene, he put us on the
Yeah,
map.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
really appreciate it. But when I had kogi, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Not to say that I can't respect what he does.
Didn't you did you ever go to Chego back when he had
Yes,
that's his, right?
that was his.
The one in Chinatown?
Yes.
Bro, I loved Chego.
Really? I
Yeah.
did not like it.
Yeah, why?
It just didn't taste that good. It was just very this.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not being from LA, I didn't have the same expectations. I was just like, damn, this is a cool food.
I heard Best Friend in Vegas is good though. I heard great things about that place, so I can't wait to try that.
Nice.
But yeah, I think Roy's just one of those guys that he was an innovator. So like you'll always get my respect for that. But you know, for my taste, by the way, if you had the food and you liked it, that means you liked it. Like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
my,
for
my
sure.
preference.
Yeah.
But I had there was a lot of people that were doing food at the time that I got really disappointed in. Like Eddie Huang had his Bao House, his Bao
In New York?
place.
Yeah.
I-
They had one in LA?
Yeah. He had a couple, I
know
think. I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not.
It was a cool vibe. You walked in and you hear like, 90s rap.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't give a fuck about vibe. I go to a restaurant for fucking food.
Dude, honestly, somebody in LA, I forget who it was. He does videos. But he put out a video where he was like, when I go to a restaurant and I see like 3.5 stars, that's the place I want to go to, because they probably focus on the food, don't give a fuck about like the vibe, and they put it all in the product.
When I look at reviews, right, and the
Yeah.
first thing somebody says, they go, "These people were rude." I'm like, "Next,
Yeah,
what's the next
exactly.
one? Let me see
Yeah.
the next review."
Bypass that.
The food was
Irrelevant.
amazing, but the waitress cool. I'll probably go here.
Yeah.
Because like for service wise, if you treat me like shit, but the food was immaculate, I'll let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Just give me my food.
Yeah.
Right. Don't steal my money. Just give me my food. But if you came in and you were just like, I don't know, like any typical Asian restaurant, hey, what you want?
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
And then
Correct.
she sticks her full ass thumb into my soup and then serves it to me. Hey,
Cool with it.
It's like a good time, dude.
Yeah.
As long as it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Like Yelp reviews too, they always talk about their feelings, and I hate it. It's like, just tell me if you like the food or not, dude. I don't need to know why you woke up today and then your fucking husband left you, and then I think it's just when I see a review, it's this fucking long. It's
Yeah,
like, dog,
bro.
you have no friends.
to this
You are the biggest
point,
loser I've ever met in my life. If I see you, I'm gonna kick you in your stomach like my dad did.
That's
Just
right.
Bow. Too much of fat.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
Hey, Pete, what are we at right now?
58 minutes.
58 minutes. You got time for another one?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little bit more on the music side. the fucking podcast got away from us. I was supposed to ask him more questions, but sometimes you just have your friends in here and you just fucking bullshit.
Nah, it's cool, bro.
But anyways, guys, this wraps up this episode of the Genius Braid podcast. All your socials, line it up, and then also the new video that's going to be dropping soon. You line it up, bitch.
Oh, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Talk your shit from
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I thought it was like going to be done. Okay, so follow me on Uzuhan Music on all platforms. I have a new music video coming out, Loverboy. It's for my new single that came out. It's going to be a great music video. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a great time.
Next podcast, we're going to actually talk about his music. We'll see y'all next time. Genius Brain every Sundays at 12 p.m. Secret Society, SecretSociety.com. Our first line just launched this year because of all these complications. A lot of the stuff is kind of out, but we will be doing a re-up real soon, hopefully. And then we also have a Genius Brain collab piece coming out Black Friday on November. It's going to be inspired by my Japan trip. It's going to be fucking sick. Genius Brain every Sundays at 12 p.m. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Genius Brain Farts. This podcast is brought to you by Harry's. Look, you guys know I always use Harry products when I shave, and that's how I stay so smooth and sexy, my friends. In fact, somebody once told me that after I use Harry's products, I look like a sweet, sweet pumpkin. And I was like, why? Thank you. Hey, a smooth shave shouldn't be rough on your wallets. The starter set is a $13 value for just $3 at harrys.com/genius. So get your best shave ever with Harry's razors and skincare products. Get a $13 starter set for just $3 at harrys.com/genius. That's harrys.com/genius for a $3 starter set today.